a lot of people try to get the walls down, to get aggressive, and this is also what I see. It's in the outside world, it's happening a lot, and
Mhm.
I see a lot of people who say we need to fix this first, we need to fix this first, and we need to fix the politics first, and then we can. So, what do you think about that? About the idea we need to do this first, and then we can, or we
Yeah.
have to know the solution exactly right now, and then we can bring it into the world.
Felix, it's so difficult for me when I hear people in that mentality, because it literally is a mentality. It's a mental prison. And all that they're going to do with their desire to break down the prison is reinforce the prison. That's all that's going to happen. And eventually they will realize that. But left to their own devices, humanity is only going to realize that force, like trying to take the walls down through force, they're only going to realize that maybe in another 100 years, maybe in another couple of 100 years. So we need something to catalyze humanity. We need almost like this explosion of consciousness. And for the explosion of consciousness to happen in the third dimension, so that we can be the ripple. Because do you know what? Maybe you've already found this. You cannot reason with people who are in that mentality. When you hear people saying, we first have to fix politics, money has to be abolished, all of these things have to change, we've got to, oh God, global warming and all this craziness that people step into and they get very aggressive about and very passionate about, we can't reach those people, at least not easily. You can't reason with somebody who's in the mental prison. So what you have to do then, it's a lonelier path, but you then have to be the ripple. You have to be the ripple of light. You have to be the explosion of consciousness. You have to be the being of light. So instead of going out to now tap those people on their shoulder and say, no, 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 you're wrong. There's another way. Let me show you. Listen to me, listen to me. That's just going to create war. That's just going to create judgment. That's just going to create division. So you have to be the answer. You have to be the literal answer. You have to be a frequency. And then your frequency begins to be a ripple. And then a miracle happens. When we introduce the frequency of 5D onto planet Earth through human forms, not through the galactics, they're not allowed to do this for us. Only we can do this for ourselves. We, as human beings on the planet, we become 5D. That ripple of 5D then permeates through the collective consciousness. And when that happens, people just wake up one day and they say, you know, I've been thinking about it. Maybe we don't have to change the monetary system. Maybe we don't have to change the political system. And they won't know where the new idea has just come from. They won't know why. They're suddenly organically, inherently, innately changing their own mind because they're living in a collective consciousness that is speaking a different frequency. And that's how we reach those people. We cannot reason with them. We can only be the answer. And we have to trust our light and trust the ripple of light that we are, that it's powerful enough to hold an energetic frequency around each human being on the planet that gives them a choice that they didn't see before and allows them to organically wake up. A lot of us are walking around trying to wake up others. It's never going to work. It's not what we're here to do. If our job was to wake others up, the galactics would have come to us a long time ago and said, humanity, wake up. We're 5D. We're going to show you everything. First of all, we probably wouldn't have listened to them. We would have thought that they were crazy. We would have called them the enemy. We would have probably tried to bomb them. I mean, can you imagine what we would have done if they came to wake us up? We all had to wake ourselves up. And by being the light, being the ripple, being the answer, being the love, that becomes the remedy that the planet needs right now. And then there's a pop awakening. All of those people in their own time start to come to a different conclusion.
Hey, du hast das Video bis hierhin geschaut. Ich danke dir von Herzen für dein Interesse. Jetzt ein paar Dinge. Zum Ersten, wenn du diesen Kanal noch nicht abonniert hast, bitte mach das jetzt. Wenn du es schon gemacht hast, ich danke dir. Schreib bitte einen Kommentar, wie hat dir dieses Video gefallen, was gab es Neues für dich, was ist das Wichtige, was du auch den anderen Menschen jetzt weitergeben möchtest. Dann lass gerne einen Daumen nach oben da und teile dieses Video mit Freunden, Bekannten, Menschen, für die das auch interessant ist. Und eine ganz tolle Sache jetzt. Du kannst dir dieses Video komplett kostenfrei in ganzer Länge und ohne Werbeunterbrechung ansehen. Und das alles, indem du einfach auf den Link unter diesem Video klickst. Und du kriegst nicht nur dieses Video, sondern auch alle vergangenen Videos und alle kommenden. Einmal in der Woche gibt es ein neues Video, komplett kostenfrei und ohne Werbeunterbrechung. Warum mache ich das? Weißt du, es gibt hier in diesem System, in dieser Matrix, ein paar ganz große Firmen, die so ein bisschen willkürlich handeln. Die machen, was sie wollen. Wir haben es in den letzten Jahren gesehen, was passieren kann, wenn man Dinge sagt, die der ein oder andere anders sieht. Aus dem Grund will ich gerne, dass wir eine unabhängige Community aufbauen, dass wir auch weiterhin im Kontakt sind. Also, melde dich einfach an für die Community und bekomme die ganzen gratis Interviews. Ohne Werbeunterbrechung, komplett kostenfrei. Ich freue mich auf dich. Eine Sache noch, wenn du beruflich nicht ganz zufrieden bist, wenn du in einem System drin steckst, wo du einfach nur raus willst, raus aus der Fremdbestimmung, rein in die Freiheit. Oder wenn du schon selbstständig bist und für Menschen arbeitest, eine grandiose Leistung hast, viele Probleme lösen kannst, aber es irgendwie noch nicht richtig funktioniert. Vielleicht weißt du noch nicht genau, wie wirst du sichtbar, wie gewinnst du Interessenten, wie gewinnst du Kunden, ja Traumkunden und wie verdienst du das, was du wirklich brauchst, um ein Leben in Fülle zu führen. Wenn das so ist, dann komm unbedingt in die Show Bewusst und Erfolgreich. Live, regelmäßig bin ich für dich da. Klick einfach hier auf den Link unter diesem Video und wir werden darüber reden, wie du es schaffst, deine wahre Berufung zu leben, mit Traumkunden zu arbeiten, in der finanziellen Fülle zu leben, dass du so viel hast, wie du brauchst, um hier wirklich gut klarzukommen. Und dass du im großen Bild den Menschen hilfst und deine Lebensaufgabe erfüllst. Das wäre doch fantastisch, oder? Ich wünsche es jedem Menschen. Also komm unbedingt in die Show Bewusst und Erfolgreich. Und jetzt schau dir das Interview gerne an. Zu Ende, vollkommen, kostenfrei, ganz. Und wir bleiben in Kontakt. Ich danke dir, dass du da bist. Ich danke dir für dein Sein, für deine Arbeit. Mach weiter so.